Alfonso McKinney back on our roster again is really good. But then actually having Andre here actually at practice and just being around our guys. I met him last night for 20 minutes and was so excited about just his energy that he was going to bring to Cleveland, his desire to be here. It was tremendous. And then today we tried to just get in as much as we can. We can't. We're down a little bit in injuries, and we didn't want and roster spots, so we didn't want to get anybody injured. We did some live stuff, but we basically got him to, practice speed through a lot of what our action is, both defensively and offensively. First impression, very bright young man, understands the game, and I think he can bring a lot to us, what he knows about the game as well. So really impressed with him so far. Like a young Jim Jones is what he reminds me of right now, with his high IQ, energy, enthusiasm, everything.
Did he bribe you to say that?
Do you sense that the trade of Andre here has changed the vibe around the team?
Oh yeah, without question. Just from the standpoint that we're deeper right now too. I mean, I told everybody yesterday we're gonna put him right in the starting lineup. But look at our second squad right now with the defense they can play. It's just that sometimes just one guy. It's like just one guy. It's not it's like you add a great cleanup hitter or a great leadoff hitter. There's just one thing that just changes the dynamic. We hope that's what happens.
Did you feel like throughout the course of the year, the elements that he brings now were missing from this group?
Oh, I don't know what I can say that. I'm just trying to build a team. So all I know that I don't know what's missing. I think this is a great addition.
When you talked to him last night, were you talking just to get to know him?
Yeah, we talked, but it always got to basketball somewhere along the line. But Kathleen and I went to a movie, and then we were on the way back. We went over and met him, and it was 30 minutes of great conversation. I'm excited to be here, and I can't wait to. I love those young guards. I want to play with them. I think I can really teach them and help them a lot. He likes Kevin, Tristan. He and Tristan, I believe, went out afterwards just to have dinner and talk. So I think the whole team really embraced him today, and he is embracing the team.
There were a lot of instances this season where you really lamented the size differential in some of the things you were able to do against opponents. Yeah. Does he solve a lot of those problems for you?
Well, I think that he's, like I said, he solves a lot of problems for a lot of teams, I think. And, he's, ninth in the league or something in block shots. He's one of the leaders in steals. He's got a great assist numbers for us. So he's a good basketball player, and obviously his length is a great addition.
You talked about those skills yesterday too, but did he do anything today that was sort of
I threw a couple of really nice passes, and then just his talk on the floor, right, was really good. I saw him pulling Cowan aside and just saying, listen, I'm going to set this angle screen if I see a guy guarding you this way. So that was really good. So I just think he brings more than just this great 6'10", body, NBA body. He brings a lot of intangibles. Is what I sense after just knowing him for not even 24 hours.
How steep's the learning curve? Coming from Detroit here to play in your system.
Yeah, it just hit me when we went through the simplest of our actions, and then he's going to be in the game late. Would be my suspicion, and realizing all our last minute out of bounds plays and different things like that he has no knowledge of. So we'll try and keep it as simple as we can, but there's going to be moments where we're not going to be able to drop the play, that he's going to have to be able to adapt quickly. I sense he's really got the IQ to do so, and he did a great job at Detroit for all these years. I know they're going to miss him, and but it's great to have him here.
Did you look at anything?
Seeing him go through practice today, kind of seeing what he brings, does it change his defensive game plan at all, or is it kind of, does he fit?
I think he's willing to. I think in the ball screen, he can play a lot of. He can come up to touch. He can blitz. He can stay back. He can do a lot of things there, and I think he can switch late too. But the rim protection is going to be one thing that has not been a strength for us, obviously, and I think he'll give us that presence inside that he'll make up for. Mistakes are made on defense all the time, and if he makes up for 4 or 5 of those a game, and he gets 3 or 4 offensive rebounds that are putbacks that maybe we didn't get, and has a couple assists. We're not that many possessions away in some of these games of winning them, and I think he can bring a lot of those things to us.
John, does this energize you a little bit too?
Yeah. I said the other day, just as you're trying to figure things out, and like I said, I really have so much respect and love coaching John and Brandon, but just being in Michigan all those years and watching them, I've seen some of those just ultimately dominating performances, and so that really, for any coach who wants a guy that can dominate a game or dominate moments of the game that are so key with his skill set, his body, his athleticism, his attitude.
Did you ever have, when you were coaching in college, did you ever have, I'm not saying a center of this NBA caliber, but like a big center?
No, I mean mostly, yeah. I mean we've had guys that were 3-point shooters, or guys that were just guys that would really rebound like crazy, really high IQ guys, but never had anybody of this magnitude. No, without question.
So are you embracing the challenge of trying to work in a different type of center than what you're used to?
Well, we've been doing it all year right now with Tristan Miller. So no, and we've done that. Like we've had. At Michigan, we had Jordan Morgan, who never made a 3 in his life, and we won 2 championships. But we had Mo Wagner, who could shoot the heck out of it, and we won championships. And so you just evolve and just adjust.
From what you've seen in your matchups with Detroit, is there anything you're excited about putting him in a position to do that maybe he did with the Pistons that hurt you guys?
I think he's an elite passer, so you can throw it to him not just down on the block. You can throw it to him in the mid post, run things off that he really sees really well, and then his ability to finish around the basket after offensive rebounding, is something that is really it's great to have. So you like a guy, I think he's willing enough to spray out for 3 if there's 2. I know he is, but if there's 2 or 3 guys on him. But if he's one-on-one, there should be no other passing. He'll score inside. The game here, our first game with him here, he was so dominating the game and beat us at the foul line down the stretch.
The NBA is holding out hasty centers.
Yeah.
So you feel about?
I think there's some centers right now that are going to be hard to fit in the NBA game. He's not one of them because he can pass, he finishes, he's got a high IQ, and not everybody has to shoot it. If you look, there's some really great centers that don't shoot 3s either, that are key to their teams. So I think that those things, if he's not a 3-point shooter, it's still, you could adjust and win with it.